Hello friends, I am sorry it has been so long. Things have been like a little bit busy here, even though I said they were gonna slow down. Famous last words. It's gonna slow down soon. I think there's a meme about that, and if so, I'm gonna put it right here about how life is all about saying things are gonna slow down next week until you die. Or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so things have still been a little bit busy, and I am actually trying to get ready to go to Germany on a little mini vacation with my husband. So things have just been crazy busy. I've said that like 4 times now. Anyways, it is a rainy day in New York here today, and I hustled and bustled to try to get some horses worked this morning. But now I'm gonna finish mucking, get everybody settled in, and then I thought we could do some stretches and tidy some manes up. And some little fun, I feel like the term is housekeeping things, barn keeping things like that today. So he says I'm irritated and Rex is waiting for lunch. Excuse me, ma'am? Where is my lunch? Look at that grumpy face. Where is my lunch? So grouchy. So grouchy. Also grouchy. Flo and Goose are being troopers about being out in the rain, but I think I'm gonna be nice and bring them in for lunch. You tie-tie? Z and I have been having an interesting week because he's had some erratic behavior that I have not been able to pinpoint. I'm chalking it up to this weird weather the last 2 days, and we've just been doing groundwork, and I'm gonna give him a week and see if we can't restart his little brain. I tend to be maybe a little too sympathetic to him because I know he has some baggage in life, but he is being a little spastic with some erratic behavior. I'm just gonna feed lunch really quick, and then we'll get to some mane tidying and stretching and stuff. Who's the best baby horse? Richard says, I am. Are you the cutest, Ricardo? I also need to clean up my mess because it looks like a bomb went off in here trying to get all these horses worked first thing this morning before the rain. Rex isn't even supposed to get lunch, but he insists on getting lunch because everyone else has lunch. Rex's life motto is, if someone is eating, I am eating, because I am a little fatty. This is a lovely time lapse of me cleaning up my giant mess with Rex's halter in the way because I didn't realize that my phone was set up in such a terrible spot. I feel like such a potato puff in the winter time when I'm wearing so many layers. It's time for Richie to get some rubber buildings. Okay, I feel like I have a somewhat decent grip on my chores for now, so let's go ahead and tidy up Z's mane. I'm gonna do some of his stretches and clean out his feet too. Just a little bit of pamper time when we have a rainy day, which is nice. I get to do a lot of the things for the horses that I don't get to do on other days because it's chaos. Okay, my first victim for pamper sessions today was Rexy. I did some mane taming braiding, as you can see. He's like, is this me? There's cookies? I also started pulling his tail again. I try to do it in sections so he doesn't get too irritated with the skin feel and rub his tail in his stall and stuff. So you can probably see that I worked on the right side today. I already did tail trimming for like winter, going into the winter. I try to take, I don't know, like 4 inches off the bottom of their tail to help encourage growth. So I already chopped his tail pretty short at this point. So he's doing big yawns. Are you yawning? Do you like being pampered? So I'm gonna put him away, he's done, and I'm gonna get Z out next. Pamper time's over. Time for naps. Okay, so I got Z out, as you can tell by this lovely display, that while he was on stall rest, I didn't do anything with his mane, and it's super long. So I need to trim it with some scissors. I typically don't pull manes of horses that already have like really sensitive skin, and he's like really jumpy to even being like groomed. So I already cut his tail. It's hard to tell because it's already a thin tail, but I've also been using that regrowth serum at the top. And it is fully grown in. I will link that in the description because that product is amazing. I'll also show it to you guys real quick if I have it. This stuff is magic, and it has helped him go from having a completely bald giant patch in his tail to having hair. So 110% recommend this product. So before I pull his mane, or trim it, I just want to do a couple stretches with him. On stall rest, he got some pretty weak stifles from standing around, so I'm doing some stretches there and some tummy lifts with him. We're just going to do those 2 stretches today. So he just already had weak stifles to begin with when he came to me, and without being in work, they just got extra weak. So these are some exercises I've just been doing to try to help strengthen him back up. He has super sensitive skin, so he's a little sensitive about doing the tummy lifts, but they're really good for his back and everything that's been going on for him. You try to take a little bit of time. He is the one horse that I have that doesn't like the posture prep groomer, but I try to take a little bit of time just to softly rub his muscles out. I know, he's very, very sensitive. I have heard this about certain thoroughbreds before, that they don't actually like being groomed, and he definitely seems to have like really sensitive skin, right? But then ironically, as you start to do it, he starts licking and chewing, so deep down he really likes it. I'm just gonna do a stifle stretch on the other side, and then we'll start with his mane. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna refocus on my face. Hello? No idea. I'm still trying to get used to using this camera. So, clearly I'm not very techy. It's still doing that. Hello. It's annoying. It's just really harping on this bright light back here in the background, and I don't like that, but it's fine. So when I do stuff like trim his mane, I'm just always really careful with things like stools, because He's just a little nervous about things like that. You can see even as I'm trying to comb his mane that he's really sensitive. I'm gonna have to change this angle somehow. I don't know how because it's driving me mad. Okay, did that make it better? Maybe. So I really want my manes to be about a hand's length, and his is obviously way longer than that. Unfortunately, I'm working with this plastic comb today because I don't feel like sleuthing through my trunk for my metal comb, but I start to gather at the bottom, and if you guys have watched any of the former vlogs, I just snip at like a 45-degree angle. Some people do this with the mane flipped over on, wow, you can't see me at all. Hello again. Some people do this with the mane flipped over on the other side. I don't feel like that's necessary, but also my horse's manes are pretty thin. Step down so maybe you can see me. And then I try to do it kind of, again, this is just personal preference. I try to do it in sections. I specifically, so that I can kind of get to a length I want. So this technique is similar to pulling, where you take the longest bottom pieces of hair, use your comb to push the rest of the hair up, and instead of pulling those longest strands of hair out, I am trimming them at a 45-degree angle. So I'm just getting this section back here to the length that I want so that I kind of have like a baseline. If anything, actually, I could maybe do the... I have a feeling he would actually... And see, while he... And while he tolerated the pulling, so he tolerates pulling, but after a while he starts to get a little fidgety, so I think trimming is just better for him. Otherwise, I should say he will stand more still if you trim it. Okay, so this is kind of my baseline, where I want it to be. Oops. Where I want it to be. As you can see, it's really long. I do like the look of the pulled mane better, but at the end of the day, it's more important to keep him happy, so we're just gonna trim it. I'm gonna go ahead and chop the rest of it off, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. Okay, the finished product. He's of course twisting, hey, his head really weird. He's like, wait a second, she has a puppy. She has a puppy. Oh, she has a puppy. Okay. Okay. You're making it look like I gave you a mohawk. It looks good. Do you want to say goodbye to the followers on the vlog? Say please make sure you like and comment and subscribe if you like the vlog because it helps us out. Okay? Time to kiss. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry, but that was extremely rude. Would you like this puppy? He says no kisses, only puppies. He gets a little grouchy at this point of the day. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Say bye. Until next time.